Hey guys, I'm here to share my favorite spring fragrances with you guys. All the fragrances that I have been loving lately and will be wearing into the summer. I have some fresh fragrances, I have some floral fragrances, and I also have some sweeter fragrances that I wear when it's a little bit cooler or into the evening. So I'm going to go ahead and get right into the video. Alright guys, you already know the drill. Please consider giving me a like, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel if you are new here and want to see more videos. If you are a returning subscriber, as always, I love and appreciate you so very much. Let's get into this video because this is the second time I'm filming this. Alright, let's go ahead. Alright guys, I already started filming this and I got almost halfway through and something happened where the footage was lost. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to start over. So you know what, let me take a sip of my coffee because I need some coffee. Let's just get started into the fragrances. Alright, let's go ahead and start with one body mist, or the only body mist that I have in this video. I only own one body mist and I have been loving it for the spring. Actually have been using it as a nighttime fragrance to go to bed because it is going to be lighter than your traditional perfume. This is the Brazilian Crush body fragrance mist. Beautiful sweet coconut smell. Very like summery vibes, but I really like it in the spring. The body lotion that I use has a similar sort of like nutty pistachio sweet vanilla smell. So this pairs really well. I just put a little bit on and it just makes me smell so yummy when I go to sleep, like a literal snack. And I don't put too much on because I don't want to offend my husband, because he literally sleeps on top of me. So I don't want him to be like, whoa, what is that? But I love it because it is not too heavy. And yeah, very beautiful. Again, sweet, coconutty, beachy scent. And as it gets warmer, I will probably start to wear this in the daytime, maybe even layer it with some of my sweeter scents. Or some of my coconut-based scents as well. But right now I use it as a night scent and I really love it. Or, you know, fragrance to go to bed. So, alright, let's get into my fresh fragrances. So for spring, when it starts to get warmer, I really love to wear fresh fragrances because I don't want to feel claustrophobic, hot, you know. So my first one here is going to be Creed's Silver Mountain Water. This is beautiful. This is considered a male fragrance, but a lot of women wear it. It is, to me, very unisex. It doesn't lean to masculine. It's a beautiful scent. So let's go through the notes. The top notes are bergamot, mandarin orange. Middle notes are green tea, black currant. I really get the bergamot, the black currant a lot. The base notes are going to be musk, petitgrain, sandalwood, and galbanum. Definitely get the sandalwood and the musk. It's a beautiful, fresh scent. It just smells amazing. If you want a fresh scent that is not like soapy, you know, soapy fabric softener type sort of smell like aldehyde, you're gonna like this a lot because it's fresh without being soapy, but it's also fresh without being too peppery. So I really like this. It's a beautiful fragrance and it's something that me and my husband can share, although he doesn't use it. He's more of like a Dior Sauvage or Creed Aventus sort of guy, but I could definitely smell this on a man as well. So I really love that. Let's go ahead and get into my next one, which is going to be a soapy smell. I really love a good soapy smell. And this is Byredo's Blanche. And this fragrance I've talked about before. The nose who created this wanted to express the color white in a fragrance and what that would smell like. And I think it's so interesting how people who blend to create fragrances, like how they come up with their fragrances. And it just takes a lot of creativity. And this definitely lives up to the name Blanche. It's very open. It's very airy. I'm going to go ahead and go through the notes. Alright, so Blanche has aldehyde, which gives it that really airy, open quality. It also has rose, pink pepper at the top. Middle notes are going to be peony violet, African orange flower. Base notes are going to be sandalwood and musk. So it has a ton of florals in here, but really what I get at the top is going to be the aldehyde, the pink pepper, a little bit maybe of the violet, and definitely musk, sandalwood you can smell in it. It's just a beautiful, clean, fresh scent. So if you do like scents that are leaning a little bit soapy, this is amazing. And for a fresh fragrance, this lasts amazing on the skin. Sometimes when you get into the really fresh fragrances, you really sacrifice wear, or you sacrifice having a scent bubble or sillage, anything like that. It turns, most likely will turn into a skin scent, but this one projects amazing, as well as the next one that I'm going to talk about, which is Ellis Brooklyn Salt. I love this fragrance so much, and I started off with this travel size. The next fragrance that I purchased will be a full size of this one right here. I actually went to Sephora to purchase a full size, but I started smelling a ton of fragrances and just ended up with 3 more travel sizes. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into what is in Salt. The only thing about this is that I was so impressed by this fragrance. Like, literally, this is probably right now my top 5 like fragrances of all time. I love this fragrance, and it's probably because it has a lot of nostalgia to it. And you know how scent and memory goes, and they're so tied. But this just makes me feel happy. It smells amazing on the skin. It has this creaminess, but it's still fresh. So if you like a fresh fragrance, but you want it to have some depth to it, this is a good one. It has in it ylang ylang, violet leaves, magnolia, the tiare flower, ambergris, musk, and sandalwood. So I very much smell the sandalwood. It's very creamy. It's so beautiful. I've said this in the past. I grew up in New York City, and this has reminded me of Coney Island and summers at the boardwalk. It just smells like, yeah, salt on your skin, and it's amazing. I love this. I went to smell the rest of the Ellis Brooklyn because I was so impressed by this, but unfortunately I really did not like the other fragrances in the line. I went to smell Bee, and also went to smell Sweet, and I really did not like Bee. I don't know if honey fragrances are just not for me, but Bee really, there was something in it that actually kind of turned my stomach a little bit. And then Sweet was just, it just smelled like a regular fruity fragrance. It wasn't special enough to me, so I was a little disappointed because I just knew that I would love this company. But Salt is the one-off for me. I really love it, and probably won't be picking up anything else from the line. The next fragrance here I want to talk about is another Byredo. I love Byredo as a fragrance house. It is a beautiful niche house. I love the aesthetic of Byredo. It's a beautiful, beautiful minimal aesthetic, and their fragrances are great. So this one I have here is just a little small size. I got a Discovery set that had Gypsy water, which I'm going to talk about. It had Mojave Ghost, and it had Bal D'Afrique. So I want to talk about Gypsy water specifically. This is a beautiful, I haven't put it on in a little bit, so I need to refresh my memory. Yes, this is a beautiful peppery fresh fragrance. So if you are a person who likes fresh fragrances that lean peppery and they're bright and they pop, this is a good one for you. Let's go ahead and get into the notes. I bet you top note is pepper. Let's see. Yep. So top notes are going to be juniper, lemon, bergamot, and pepper. Through my fragrance journey, I have really come to know that I love bergamot and fragrances, because most of the fragrances that I love have bergamot as a top note. Pine needle, incense, orris root. Base notes are sandalwood, vanilla, and amber. Beautiful fragrance. Reminds me a little bit of the Bottega Veneta fragrance. So if you like a peppery fragrance, that is for you. It's fresh but different and very sophisticated. The next fragrance I'm going to talk about is the Clean Reserve Warm Cotton. And this is for the person who straight up wants to smell like fabric softener. This straight up smells like fabric softener. Like, there's no if, ands, or but about it. And I don't think that's a bad thing. Hence the name Warm Cotton. I just finished this little travel size. I probably have like 1 spray left in it. But recently I have been loving to use this as a bed spray before we get into the bed. It just smells so beautiful. It just smells like you just laundered your sheets or blankets. Oh, it smells amazing. And I just ordered the full size of this, so it's actually on its way. But the notes in this are going to be, yes, the notes in this are going to be ozonic notes, aldehydes, watery notes, ginger. Middle notes are going to be green notes. It has some floral notes, mint, pepper. Base notes are going to be musk, vetiver, an incense. Definitely get that vetiver, that pepper, those green notes, watery notes. Again, smells like fabric softener, but in the best way possible. The last sort of fresh fragrance that I want to share with you guys is going to be one of the travel size that I picked up when I went to go check out the Ellis Brooklyn fragrances at Sephora, and I was supposed to get a full size of salt, but ended up with 3 different travel sizes because I wanted to try more fragrances because I am insane. So this is Replica's Bubble Bath, and Replica is a house that Replica is a house to me that's very polarizing, which I think I'm probably one of the only people that will say that, because a lot of their fragrances are very mass appealing, but to me, I either love their fragrances or I really don't like them. So I really love 3 of their fragrances. I really love Jazz Club, Coffee Break, By the Fireplace. Hands down, those are like my top winter fall scents. They smell incredible, like incredible. But I do not like Lazy Sunday Morning, Music Festival, Under the Lemon Tree, Spring Walk in the Park, or whatever it's called, Springtime in the Park. Don't like those at all. They smell artificial to me and don't smell good at all. But this one I can really get behind. I don't really love their floral and their fresh fragrances. I like their heavier, deeper scents, like their tobacco, smoky scents. And that's why I love Coffee Break, By the Fireplace, and Jazz Club. But this right here is a winner. It's nothing like I thought it would smell like. I thought it was going to smell like bubble bath, like soap. No, it does not smell like soap. It smells like beautiful, clean skin. It really smells like the most beautiful body wash, and then mix with your skin and you're at a spa. I don't know. It smells beautiful. It has this creaminess to it that I really love. And let's get into the notes. Top notes are going to be soap, bergamot. There goes that bergamot. Middle notes, lavender, rose, jasmine. Definitely smelling lavender. And what I smell in it is the coconut. Coconut, white musk, and patchouli. The coconut gives it that little bit of creaminess, but it doesn't take it to where it's sweet at all. So if you want something that is soapy, that is fresh, but is not your sort of fabric softener, straight up soap scent like Irish Springs, this is a good one. Try it out. If you go to Sephora, just spray it on and see how you like it. Now I'm going to get into my fresher fragrances that have a little bit of a floral kick to them, or they have something different. They're just, to me, they're just not straight up fresh. They're fresh, but maybe a little floral, maybe a little bit sweet and fresh. So I have a couple of those that I'm going to share with you guys. The first being Byredo. Here's another Byredo. You guys know I love Byredo. Bal D'Afrique. Bal D'Afrique is one of their most popular fragrances. It is a fragrance that lasts very well on me, which I love. And let's go ahead and get into these notes. I have this little 1.6 ounce that I purchased last year. I went to get my best friend La Tulipe, and of course when you go and buy a gift, you gotta get yourself something. So I got myself this small Bal D'Afrique, and I love it. So this has lemon, black currant, bergamot, African orange flower, violet, jasmine, cyclamen, vetiver, amber, musk, and Virginia cedar. So I definitely get that black currant, the lemon, the jasmine, definitely amber, some of the vetiver to me, and the musk. It's just beautiful. It's again going to be more of your floral. So the middle notes is and top are very floral forward, but you then get those woods at the end. So when it settles on your skin, it's just not a flower bomb. It is a beautiful fragrance, and something if you want fresh, but you want it to have a little bit of depth to it. The next fragrance I want to share for when I want something fresh, but not a soapy smell, not a skin scent, not anything like that. I want something just a little bit more special, is going to be the Atelier Grand Neroli. Amazing. So this is Neroli done right. I tend to think that Neroli scents a lot of the time all sort of meld together and smell alike, because Neroli is such a powerful scent, and it's so unique that like when you smell Neroli, you just know it's a Neroli scent. And sometimes in fragrances, they just all sort of blend together. I really love Tom Ford's Neroli Portofino. I also love this, the Grand Neroli. This is a little different than the Neroli Portofino to me. It is not as watery as that. This is a beautiful Neroli scent, and again, something that I want to wear when I want something fresh and floral. Let's go ahead and get into these notes. Okay, so this of course has Neroli. It has petitgrain, Amalfi lemon, bergamot. You guys know I love bergamot. Oak moss, galbanum, birch leaf, musk, vanilla, and amber. Definitely very straightforward fragrance. Smells like citrus, smells like Neroli, with a little bit of musk at the end. It's very beautiful. Again, to me, a lot of the Atelier colognes are very straightforward. Like, you read it, and when you smell it, that's exactly what it is, which I love. The next fresh fragrance I have here is La Colle Noire by Christian Dior. This is from their Maison Christian Dior line, or their private collection. This is very new to my collection, but I already know that I would be wearing this all spring. This is a rose scent. So rose can be very polarizing again, and there's so many roses out there. You can get like a sweet rose, you can get a fresh rose, you can get a really heavy rose, artificial rose. Kind of depends. And this is to me a very like fresh, sophisticated rose scent. It's beautiful, it's very floral, and I really love the way this smells. And this is rose done right. This is a fresh rose. This is beautiful. It has a little bit of sweetness to it from the other sort of floral notes in it, and it's just beautiful. I love it a lot. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and get into our sweeter fragrances that I would typically either wear to work, because there's a lot of air conditioning at work, and I want to also, when I'm at work, I want to stand out. I don't work in a corporate setting, so I don't have to be, my fragrance doesn't have to be quiet. I can wear what I want, and I come into contact with all different types of people, and fragrance is one of those things that really can connect you to people. So I really like to change my fragrance all the time when I'm going to work. I try not to wear anything that's too offensive, but I do sometimes wear a heavier fragrance to work. And one fragrance that I really do love to wear in spring and into the evening in spring, and in summer more in the evening, or if I'm going to be in air conditioning all day, definitely can wear it during the day, is going to be based in Francis Kurkdjian Baccarat Rouge 540. This is the EDP. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fragrance. We don't have to talk about this because this is, you know, talked about to death in the fragrance community. It is a beautiful fragrance that everyone and their mother loves, but for a reason. Like, the hype is real because it is beautiful. It has jasmine, saffron, amberwood, ambergris, resin, fir resin, and cedar. Oh, it smells amazing. Maison Francis Kurkdjian is amazing. He's like, to me, the best perfumer, the best nose out there. He has created so many beautiful fragrances from so many different houses that you would be surprised. This has a nice little dent in it, and this is one of my newer fragrances in my collection. Love it. Another fragrance that I can wear when I want something sweet and girly and sexy is going to be, of course, Parfums de Marly Delina Exclusif. This is going to be a beautiful, sweet fragrance. So this fragrance is like probably, is it my favorite fragrance? Is it? It might be. It might be my favorite fragrance of all time. I am obsessed with this fragrance. I am pretty much like almost done with this, and this was a Christmas present from my best friend. This is literally insane. This is so beautiful. So it has pear, bergamot, and lychee at the top, rose, well, Turkish rose, oud, incense, vanilla, amber, and wood. And you really get that lychee, hair, rose, vanilla, lots of vanilla and amber. It is creamy. It is beautiful. The Delina Exclusif is going to be a little bit, a touch powdery. The original Delina is going to be a little bit bright, a little sour because it has rhubarb in it, whereas this one doesn't have the rhubarb, it has lychee. So it's still fresh, a little bit fresh, but it's, to me, very sweet, very creamy, very beautiful, very feminine, but it's not so sweet and creamy that it's hot or heavy. You can still wear this in the summer. Just spray it lightly because this projects like nobody's business. You will get 1,001 compliments. You will get people following you when you wear this fragrance. Same with Baccarat. These are fragrances that will get you noticed. Beautiful, great for date nights. Amazing when you're going out for your date night or your girls, you know, night out, catching up with friends, and you're on a, you know, rooftop deck or a patio, just having your drinks and eating. I could just, you know, those fragrances just really remind me of that. Then next, same thing, Killian Princess. This is going to be your sweeter fragrance, something that you want to wear maybe towards the evening in the spring going into summer, but this is beautiful. This I absolutely love. This is just done right. All right, so Killian Princess has lemon. Middle notes are going to be ginger, green tea, peach, jasmine, apple. Base notes are marshmallow, benzoin, and vanilla. Benzoin kind of acts like vanilla. So you definitely get that very like sweet base. The marshmallow comes out. I get a little bit of like the jasmine and the peach. Definitely no citrus. I don't get the citrus. But it is beautiful. And because it is not, again, not a very heavy fragrance, but it is sweet, you can definitely get away with wearing it when it's a little bit warmer. I have two more fragrances here. Another one being Killian. And I had stated that, I think maybe I didn't say it in the video, but I was talking to a follower and I was saying that I was a little disappointed by this. This is Love by Killian, Love Don't Be Shy by Killian, and I just really had, maybe I had different expectations of it because when I got it and I smelled it, I was like, wait, this is kind of not what I thought in my head. I thought it would smell differently. Alright, so yeah, when I got this, I just, maybe in my head I thought it would smell like something different, and so many people love this fragrance, and there's something about it, there's a note in here that I like it, and it's grown on me, but it's not love at first sniff for me for this one. It definitely had to grow on me, and as I've worn it more and more and more, I've grown to appreciate it. So this has Neroli bergamot. Maybe it's because it has Neroli mixed with like marshmallow and stuff, and it's throwing me off a little bit. So yeah, it has Neroli bergamot, orange blossom, Bulgarian rose, marshmallow, pomegranate, vanilla, and musk. And I really think it's because I'm smelling Neroli, but it's mixing with the marshmallow, and it's creating almost like this weird artificial smell to me. I think that's definitely what's happening for my nose, because it's definitely not the marshmallow that's in Delina Exclusive, because it has that fresh, it's fresh and sweet at the same time, so it's a little, to me, weird. But again, it's something that I've grown to love, and as I have the Colle Noire on, but I'll spray a little bit on. As I wear it throughout the day, I like smelling it. I enjoy smelling it. So definitely wanted to mention it because it is something that I didn't I didn't gravitate towards when I first got it. I was a little disappointed, but as I wear it, I am growing to appreciate it more and more every day. And I do love to mix this with other things. It smells good with Le Colle Noire. I think the rose in that and the rose in this are jiving really well. Yeah, definitely wanted to mention that. Last but not least is going to be my Clinique fragrance. My Clinique, my Happy. This is probably the most affordable out of everything. This is $25. And this is called Cookies and Kisses. And this really took me by surprise. My coworker had me smell it and I was like, oh, okay. And then I smelled it and I was like, whoa. And I put so many of you guys onto it. It is amazing. It's very, very sweet, very warm. But there's something about it. So it actually has pink pepper, apple, and bergamot at the top. Has chestnut, pimento, balsam fir, wood, balsam, ambroxan, and sandalwood. So it's very, very creamy. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, fresh, creamy, warm. This is really nice. And Yeah, this is a good one for spring. It's something if you want warm sweet, but not too warm, not too cloyingly sweet. It's beautiful. And, you know, kudos to Clinique. Like, who knew? Alright guys, so those were all of my spring fragrances. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, this long video, but yeah, absolutely love fragrances. Let me know what you guys are wearing this spring, summer. I really like sweeter scents, and I like some fresh scents as well. Either I'm wearing something fresh or something sweet. Not a ton of floral, but yeah, I can't wait to mix and match these fragrances for spring going into summer, and I can't wait to share my summer fragrances with you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.